Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're doing it's it's kind of like a love reading, but not really a love reading. So I'm using like the True Love deck, but it more so like I forgot the crypto deck. It's more so to talk about like the themes of what's going on. Like also talks about like characters. Like it has a card for like feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine, feminine, distorted masculine, and stuff like that, and in certain themes. And okay, and then I was gonna use the Cripper deck to pretty much. No, I also have the situation deck to talk about like what's the situation. Then the Cripper deck was to talk about like the who, what, when, why, how. And then I have what's the T to talk about, get a little bit more deeper into the problem or the situation. And then I have the everyday tarot oracle. I don't really know. So we could talk about like how, like what's happening every day, or what could be happening every day, or how is it affecting you every day. And then I have, so that's like the first part for deal. And then then I have the Adventure Time, well, unofficial Adventure Time tarot. And then I have the Lost Hollow tarot, Twin Flame activation, love messages, two souls coming together. So that's pretty much. I also believe I have like the love oracles on there as well, but that's over here. But over here is pretty much all about like if you are going on a journey, let's say you're separated and you break up and stuff like that. Because I remember in one of the readings that I did, it was pretty much saying you're separated, or you should be separated in order for you to find yourself, and you realizing that you can find yourself and become whole without being in a relationship with somebody. So that's pretty much over here. So like what you're learning, what they're learning with the whole twin flame situation, even if they are karmic, y'all are supposed to be learning the same lesson. It's just one person is the teacher, the other person is the student. And then I have the love messages, pretty much give a little bit of advice to you. And then I have the two souls coming together as more advice. Then hold on, because I forgot the name of this deck. The Central Soul Oracle card. So pretty much give a little like more information, a little bit more background to like the whole situation. And then I have a mindful message, pretty much like a little self-care, something to keep in mind to help you, throughout the day, week, whatever you hour, whenever you whenever you need it. Then I have the angels, like I always do, to pretty much close the reading. So before we get started, if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. So yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna get started. So we have compatibility. Then we have commitment. And then we have worthiness. Then we have abundance. And then we have a sacred woman. So, with just the top being said, with the sacred woman being here, and she's surrounded by like animals and stuff like that, you're gonna find somebody that's pretty much the exact same, or like very compatible and stuff like that. And then y'all will get together, and like your life will continue to grow and increase and stuff like that. With abundance, it's not just material abundance, it could be like emotional abundance, spiritual, mental, and stuff like that. But it doesn't stop how you don't affect, well, y'all don't affect each other's like self-worth and stuff like that. Y'all don't bring each other down and stuff like that. So like earlier when I was saying like if it's a karmic, you're supposed to learn the same lessons. It's just one is the teacher, the other one's the student, kind of thing. With your actual person, and y'all already done learned the lesson, already did all that kind of thing. Even if you are a dude, and I understand like it says woman here, you're gonna be like, I'm not a woman, kind of thing. You're more so in like your or embracing your feminine energy, was being a little bit more in touch with your like feelings and stuff like that, and just also she is abundance. But she's also creative, nurturing, caring, and understanding. She's the person that makes like a house a home kind of thing, while the emperor is the one supposed to like make sure like the kingdom and stuff like that is cool and everybody knows what they're supposed to do and everybody like, you know, doing stuff. And then even if like he's out and then bringing like the food or bringing the money in and stuff like that, she's the one that actually like brings value into the house and stuff like that. And even if you are a dude, that's what you do. You bring like, you change people's life, even if they don't tell you that or let you know that. You turn it around and stuff like that. So like, what popped in my head is like flipping houses. Like, you probably seen like a deserted area and stuff like that, or like a house, or hopefully not abandoned, but like I don't mess with abandoned houses. Like, but you probably see that and be like, oh, that's a house I can turn around and like flip and stuff like that, and then you do, and it very is impactful, and people see and notice the impact that you have on other people's life. But also, like, if you can do that to other people's life, they know that you can do that to your own life, because her hand, like, the heart is on her hand and stuff like that. You know, like, normally the saying, like, you wear your heart on your sleeve, but with the sacred woman and the heart on her hand, like, you have healing abilities and healing, like, properties. You heal others and stuff like that, but you also heal yourself, which is why I'm saying, like, you being around you is a blessing, but like, it's very nice and very sweet and uplifting. You create like a safe space for other people. But I saw a video about that. It was like, you create a safe space for other people and their demons and stuff like that, but like that, so you technically become their home and their safe space, but then they don't really know how to like take care of you and upkeep you and stuff like that. They don't really see the benefit of it. They just more so see like, oh, well, I can always come here and unleash and unwind and stuff like that, and then go about my business. And they're not there helping you like declutter or clean it up and stuff like that. So they causing chaos and just leaving. And where that probably, like, in the beginning you had no problem with it, you were just able like to like de-stress or like unwind and stuff like that. Now it's becoming like a every like repeatedly and a lot that you can't really have time or make time for yourself, because in the worthiness there's a she's looking in the water, but she's looking at herself. So it's like you taking time out for yourself and putting yourself, it's like putting yourself first in like a selfish or a conceited way. It's more so like, no, self-care is important, self-love is important, is self-worth is important, knowing what and setting boundaries, that is important and stuff like that. Unless people just gonna come in and keep causing chaos in your life. Like, they only come to you when they have a problem. They never there when like good things are happening in their life. You never hear from them. Or when you're going through something, they're never there to be found. Like, you creating a safe space for other people, but you don't create the same safe space for you. So it's like, now you like taking that and turning that healing property and like the safe space that you created for others like inwards. I'm saying that because in the background there's mountains and then there's clouds here. So there was mountains talks about like a challenge and an obstacle that you had to like overcome, seeing that she's in the front of it, and then clouds talk about like a clouded judgment and stuff like that, making a bad decision, not be able to see things clearly. But it was because you were trying to like, you loved and you cared for them, and you thought like, I don't know if you thought like doing something will like get people to see your worth. That is not the case. You are worthy and deserving of love and care and affection, regardless. Well, you don't necessarily have to do anything. And with the birds, that's about like a messages, and then like again with the green, it's like a like emotional heart message, or a message from like your heart chakra kind of thing. And also, what I wanted to say before when I was talking about like the creating a safe space for other people and their demons and their problems, this person, while like your actual person, like person you go marry, or like if you marry up like multiple people, or like marry divorce kind of thing. I don't know what happened, but hey. But this person, like, while you're going through like bad times and stuff like that, because he's sitting down and stuff like that, they will sit with you and like be there like, even if you don't want to talk, they will just literally just sit there and stuff like that. So you won't be alone. And because what I noticed was 5-4, and I was like, something's decreasing, and then it went from 4 to 8. And 8 normally talks about like movements, but also like self versus ego kind of thing. And seeing that she's looking at us like at herself is realizing that if you just start a relationship based on like what you expect, like you expect gifts and shower, like for this person to get you great gifts and all that, that's like an ego response. And now with your heart chakra being open, becoming a little bit more with the stars being here, becoming a little bit more vulnerable and understanding and realizing the benefits of being vulnerable, and the fact that you will need to be able to communicate with your person. If you can't communicate with them, like not even just your person, like your friends and stuff like that, if you can't communicate and be vulnerable and be yourself, then what are y'all being like, what is y'all interested in face for? That's just a waste of time, because then you're pretending to be somebody that you're not in order for them to like you or be around you, which is people pleasing and is an ego response. It's just like simply be yourself. Who like you, who don't, and it's okay, and that's fine. And because the person that you're pretending to be or trying to be, you don't even like. So it's just like, that really makes no sense. But then it's like you're pretending to be that person because you believe or think that that will gain you a husband that will, or somebody rich and abundant. And it's like, it won't, because they know that you're faking and you just want money. Like, so. And then with the moon, they talk about like something being illuminated, but also using like something. Okay, but it's because of the full moon, so something is being illuminated because you can see everything. But then it's also like there's hidden things, like the whole abundance things and stuff like that. There's more than just material wealth, and trying to commit with somebody for that, like they will know that and they will see that and like, be aware of that. Then we have grip, anchor, chains, weighed down. Then we have soulmate, similar, friendship, romantic partner. Then we have interlobe with pause, time factor. Then we have alien, telepath, dreams, songs. I really don't see how that card ties to aliens. I'm gonna be honest with you. But hey. We have focused with eyes on you, fascinated, watching. See, and then they got green eyes. They jealous and envious of you. Why? Because of things that you can do. And so pretty much, I say like I keep going back from like your true love and how this is supposed to work out, how it's actually supposed to be compared to how like over here, how it wasn't, like it was. So this person over here, right? They're watching you, knowing and keeping an eye on you and stuff like that. Try to keep you down and chained and tied to them. Like, and literally it says chains. Who has changed? The devil card. Thank you. Exactly. And then the devil's card is who? Two people. From which card? The lovers. It's a karmic situation. But y'all are very similar, so y'all had this like same situation. One person is supposed to be the teacher, other person is supposed to be the student. Once you learned the lesson, you could have just left the fucking class. Some of y'all continue to sit there and take the class over and over again, which is very weird to me. But which I get with the whole like similarity kind of thing. It's probably like hard for you to let them go, and you just think like, oh, it's a timing factor. Like the timing is off and the timing is weird. That's not the case. It is not whatsoever. This person doesn't really care to change. Or yeah, because watching anchor, they will literally like sit there and watch you drown and watch you be in pain and do absolutely nothing. Then we have fascinated, and then chained. They more so want you tied to them and linked to them, bounded to them, and every chance of like, if y'all was romantic partners and stuff like that and y'all break up, this person would have no problem being your friend. But then this is the friend that if you get a boyfriend or whoever, significant other, they will keep saying things or do things that make it seem like either you're cheating on that person or that y'all have something going on when you have absolutely nothing going on. Then we have way down and eyes for you. They have no problem bringing you down and dragging you down and watching you hurt and watching you be in pain, as long as you're with them or around them. So they have no problems faking being like compatible with you and saying like they want the exact same things that you do when they actually don't. It's because they know that you're loving and kind and compassion, and you can heal them, but you heal them faster than you can heal yourself, and they can't heal you, so yet you're continuing to heal them, and they don't like have to figure out how to heal yourself and work like get yourself back to what you were before this person came in or came around. And then we have soulmates with similar songs. Yeah, your story could be similar, or your life could be similar and stuff like that. Because with songs, normally, depending on who it is, certain people, and they like when they write songs, they lived that situation, so they've been through it. So that can help you relate to other people. But there are also people that just steal people's life story, or like just steal certain, like take certain parts and be like, oh, I heard this happened to you, I feel like this happened to you, so I'm gonna say this happened to me too, and da 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 da, when actually that never happened. And then we have friendship or dream. Yeah, and then it's like a friendship or like a relationship that you always dreamed about, always wished it to happen and stuff like that. And I don't know, that's why you have telepathy. You feel like this person's in your head and y'all feel y'all really connected, but in all actuality y'all not. Because with the karma, if it's an actual twin flame and soulmate, if that was really the case, the whole even when y'all apart, the whole telepathic kind of thing wouldn't stop. Once the karmic cycle is broken, the whole being in your head and understanding you and seeing all that ends up disappearing. Also, y'all probably didn't actually fully understand each other. That's another thing. It's probably like something always was slightly off, or so was wrong about it. But you're trying to commit to this person, or feel like you should commit to this person because you think they're your soulmate when they are a karmic soulmate. They're not meant to last. It's just the Tower card. If it was built to last and stuff like that, the Tower wouldn't happen. And then we have Phoenix with a new phase, rekindling, renewing, transformation, growth, and change of mind. And then we have Bolt with receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Then we have the Chaser and the codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Yeah, that's pretty much why they keep watching you. They enjoy being chased. They like this whole like mouse and cat game going on that you have. You might not like it or realize that it was a game, or that's what y'all was doing, apparently. But now it's more so you no longer chasing them, so now they kind of sort of chasing you. For you to come back to them, but as soon as you go back to them, they just gonna same shit, different day, man. Like they go right back to the your regular programming. Like it's just they're not going to change in no way, shape, or form. They don't actually want you. They just don't want to be alone. You're supposed to be their safe place, their home, the things that they can return to. But yet, if you're supposed to be a home and they destroy their home and then go out, then they come back. Like, why would you destroy the place where you live? That makes no sense. You see? You get it? Exactly. So the kindness and care and love and support that you gave them, you also have to give to yourself now. And now that you're giving that to yourself, they turn it around and trying to be like, oh, no, stop, slow down. I love you. I miss you. Oh, I'm sorry I did this to you. But they're not. It's just fear of abandonment. They want you to continue being linked and chained to them. For them to continue to have an eye on you. For them, so you can also, for you to continue to have an eye on them and think like, oh, they have so much potential. One day they're going to change and evolve. Like, they're not. And you're realizing that. And so you having that change of mind and giving yourself what you need and closing out the situation and closing out the issue. Realizing that time was not the problem at all. It was more so the people involved. You thought that this person wanted the same thing that you wanted. When they was more so fascinated or entertained by like the whole running and chase and stuff like that. Like I said, the person was aware that you was hurting and stuff like that. It was with the whole, if you was the you did chase them at some point in time with the fear of abandonment, they was aware of that. they always aware of your weaknesses. They know which button to press, which things to do, or stuff like that. To try to like dangle, like think which carrot to dangle, with to pretty much to get you to come back. Oh, with pop, like how with dogs, not to call you a dog, like with dogs, like if you do like a certain whistle and stuff like that, they know like what it means and stuff. Well, if a farm dog kind of thing, like certain whistles is like, oh, round up all the like blah blah blah, or like get them in the pen and stuff like that, or like keep them in line kind of thing. It's like they know which kind of like which song, which what to say to pretty much get you to let them back in and stuff like that, and think that you're going on this whole new phase and stuff like that. But with the whole rekindling, y'all just literally starting this back up the codependent relationship. It's nothing new. And then we have renewing closure issues. So yeah, the whole fear of abandonment and stuff like that. The more you with this person, the more you well, I don't really know, because if they continue to leave at some point, depending on who you are, okay, if you realize the pattern at some point in time, okay, with the song. Because it's literally just popped in my head with Sam Smith, way too good at goodbyes. Like he's like literally every time you leave, it hurts less and less. So at some point in time, your absence does absolutely nothing to me. So it's like you just literally teaching me how to live without you. Now there's some people that is the opposite, that just start the whole chasing shit, and it's like that's not what spirit every time. That's not what spirit is telling you to do. Okay, what is for you, you won't have to chase. It will just be there. You won't have to fight somebody for it. You wouldn't have to do any of that. It will just literally be there, presented for you. When you want it, you get it. When you don't, it's still there. Okay? Kind of thing. It popped in my... It's like... You ever watch Hey Arnold, right? You ever saw when every time Helga was like geeking out over, or symphing out over like Arnold, how the other guy was always there? It's like that. The person will just always be there. Or the thing will just always be there for you. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to, you run, it's there with you. It's just like the lady from, Never Promised Land, just right behind you, just chasing, like it's like you run, it runs, it's there with you, man. It doesn't go anywhere. It also just popped in my head. It's from Toy Story, like the little wiener dog. Like he can't, no matter where he go, his tail is gonna be there. Is that like kind of thing? But this person is gonna try to play the soulmate card, and that's inaccurate. They're karmic. If you don't like the whole karmic soulmate, fine. They're just karmic. You can forget the soulmate. They're just a karmic. And then we have transformation, moving on. Yeah. Because realizing, like I said before, realizing that time is not the problem nor the issue. Then we have growth with arriving. Probably starting to realize that, like, this person doesn't really care. They're not going to change. Because you have change of mind and progression. You might be progressing while they're staying the same. You can't slow down your progression for somebody else. You have receiving what you need. You're giving that to yourself because nobody else was giving it to you, or nobody else would have given it to you, or given it to you. Probably would have gave you advice. That too. Somebody out, like, people gave you advice, but you didn't actually take it or listen to it. So then it's like, that's kind of like you have to figure out why, kind of thing. And then we have a wealthy man, poverty, toil and labor. And we have journey. And we have courtship. Is it? Did just mess up? Okay. I guess, words. Is somebody trying to start a relationship so they don't have to work no more? Yeah, that's ego. Like, and then yeah, that's right, an ego. Hold on, I need a moment. Okay, so I was looking at the numbers. So we have 13, which also equals 4, and the 4 is over here. So I don't know if there was a wealthy man, okay, that was courting females, or even if you're a dude, okay, you was being courted by, at that point they was trying to be masculine, which out of balance emperor, or the King of Pentacles, somebody very much like trying to say like they're family oriented and they want a family, they want to be able to provide for their family and stuff like that, but they more so throw money at the situation. They are very materialistic and superficial. So, you ever watch Gilded Age? This person will be He's not the Russells. He's trying to date one of the Russells. Was it Vanderwall? Something like that? The son. Like, even though he already has money, he knows he doesn't have a lot of money. So he want to date or marry somebody that has more money than him or has the potential to make more money than they do. So they can live off, pretty much use your money, and then when that's pretty much out, they still have their money to fall back on. So you'd be poor and and stuff like that, leave you in poverty. Oh yeah, the cat and the mouse! Look at that! Because I was going to say this is 10 and then you have 10 with the journey. But with the 4 is being back here, that the compatible, that's actually a lie. Y'all not compatible in no way, shape, or form. They just pretty much watched you and observed you and stuff like that to find out the things that you don't like, things that bother you, and stuff like that. Pretty much, like a predator watching his prey is gonna like keep notes of it, keep track of it, kind of thing. That's kind of, I'm sorry, but what popped in my head was Rick calling Jerry a parasite. And like he was like, you watch you stalk him like a prey, and like that popped in my head, which is why I said like, yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, so that's basically what this person did. Watch you like you was prey. You could also have over here. There's 2 people far back just watching this person. So they probably watch you from afar, or have somebody watch you from afar, keep track of you. Like I said, this whole little cat and mouse game. Also, if it is a narcissist or somebody with narcissistic tendencies, they will try to use friends or people that you talk to try to get in contact with you and stuff like that. Now, if your friends, okay, are not aware and do not believe you when you say that this person is not treating you right or stuff like that, because what popped in my head, no backbone, and that's kind of mean, but like, this person will literally be like, this person could have cheated on you and all that, and your friend, like, he gives some sob story, like, oh, it's just by an accident, I didn't mean to do it, man. And your friends be like, yeah, you can call them from my phone. Like, that's not actually your friend, okay? You need to block that person or remove that person, because that is somebody that they're going to use to pretty much get you to come back and chase them and stuff like that, and be in their corner. And, also, that's not necessary. If you don't want to talk to them, you don't want to talk to them. Don't send somebody else. That's just weird to me. Trying to get other people. Because with some people, it's like, they get mad when there's other people involved, but yet you're the reason why other people involved, because you made them get involved, kind of thing. You see? So that's what I mean. Like, no. Where, it was a book I was reading, and then her friends was just like, he keeps texting me. I blocked his number. And then the friend, like the actual person that got, she was like, I'm about to go get a restraining order against him, for all of us. It's fine. Like, that'd be a friend. That's a friend. But like anybody else, like anything else that's pretty much trying to like continue to let this person have access to you, or even when you already express that you don't want to be around this person, like that could be another thing that you're moving away from, not just like this person, but also a group of like people that you've seen as friends, or you called your friends at some point in time, or probably seen as family at some point in time. What popped in my head was my grandma and her sister. Like, they not the best of friends, but boy, did her sister curse her husband out a couple of times. And boy, did he start acting right. But yeah, because in the toilet labor there's a cat. So basically, yeah, it was a switcheroo. They thought, right, if you're the cross-watcher thought they was the cat, okay? Whoever is bothering you and doing all this, they thought they was the cat. Come to find out, there was the mouse, okay? and like, now, so, like, now they're realizing, like, oh, shit, like, you weren't really intimidated by them or like bothered by them in any way, shape, or form, or like you just pretended to be like gentle or pretended to be scared when in all actuality you really wasn't, kind of thing. And because cats normally talk about like independence, and yeah, with the whole codependent relationship, they try to take away your independence, you knowing who you are, you being yourself, you be financially independent, mentally independent, emotionally independent, just independent in all ways, shape, or the form, and like all like in all like things. And so you can solely rely on them and depend on them, and then they just up and leave. and just leave you to deal with all the work and toil and the labor that of all that they destroyed. And pretty much you have, depending on how far it got, it's like you pretty much have to, like, some of y'all have to start yourself back up from scratch, or it just simply you realized very quickly and it got out. But the reason why I brought up like leaving friends and romantic partner was the Phoenix is like a part of you, like the old version of you was no longer, and then there's a new version of you. And some of y'all old friend or people that you deemed as friends wasn't really your friend. There was more so those people that were aware of the safe space that you created and your healing abilities or healing properties, felt, kind of things that use that to their abilities and stuff like that. So now that you're setting boundaries, you're standing up for yourself and stuff like that, they don't like that, or there's a problem. They can be like, oh, you changed and stuff like that. But you're not supposed to just stay still. Everything moves, everything vibrates and stuff like that. You're supposed to change, grow, and evolve. So, which is why I said earlier, you can't stop your progress or your life for anybody else, which is basically what they wanted you to do. And now you're doing the work more so for yourself rather than for other people. Then we have these two that came out together. We have Moving in Silence, and we have fake profile or fake account with fake social media account to spy Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Now I think I even said it before. Oh, that was a song that kept coming out. The Little Uzi Vert. I don't remember if I posted that video, but either way, that was a song that kept coming out with erase social media. So I don't know if Spirit just telling you per se, or just watch what you post on social media because somebody is watching it and trying to get information or gather information on you. Like I said, too much Predator. And then we have fake flexing with acting rich, flossing, money, and acting fancy, showing off, etc. Oh yeah. Well, I don't. Okay, in the show, I'm not sure. I know I use them as I use him as a character or a reference. I'm not sure if he don't have money. Okay, but I just know, in that situation, okay, he has money, but just he wants somebody with more money. But for you, this wealthy man actually don't have money at all. So if you broke, they broke. Okay, and they broken than you because they're using your money. Let me see a dirty offer. Been saying that for a while. This person trying to offer you something, but it's not. It's not stable, nor is it solid. And then we have threatened. Oops, okay. So we have threatened, intimidated, threatened, and bothered. Or threatening. Hold on. I don't got time. And then we have haunted, memories, throwback, trauma, side effect. Okay, so as a result of all this fake flexing and hurting you and being a horrible person, it's starting to catch up to them, okay? Their conscience is eating them alive, okay? And they feel haunted. And with the Sacred Woman, I don't know if they think that you're doing it, which is why they're trying to watch you and keep track of you, keep eyes on you, but you're not the one that's doing it. It's literally a side effect of their behavior. If they just be true and honest to it's big. Isn't that like Pinocchio and stuff like that? How Pinocchio had Jiminy Cricket, who was his conscience. It's that basically. They lie. Their nose is literally out to here, and the Jiminy Cricket just if you just come clean with everything, your nose will go back to normal. And then just I didn't do anything wrong, and then their nose just continue to grow, and it's really? Kind of thing. So it's they think that's other people causing problems and making their nose grow. And it's no, it's because you keep lying. You're the reason why your conscience is all in a wreck and all in a ball. You're the reason why you don't feel great. You're the reason why you're so angry and pissed off in life. That kind of thing. It's a side effect of all the negativity that you have done. And now you realize that you did it to somebody that really wouldn't have hurt you. And now you can't get them back in your life, and you stuck watching them on a fake account. And while watching them, you're not even getting anything or knowing anything or finding out any information, either because they blocked you. 2, they want to accept this fake account. 3, they're not really posting on social media, so they move it. You feel like they're moving in silence. You don't know what's going on in their life, and it's And your conscience like that's only right and that's only fair because you show that you didn't want to be in their life, kind of thing. Like, and it's like when they try to keep you in their life, you literally abandoned this person, pushed them away, show that you didn't want to be there. So now when they was like, all right, cool, I respect that. Now you like with also with the trauma here and Facebook. I don't know if you had like pictures and stuff like that. Oh, you don't have to like the Facebook memories and stuff like that. You can just literally block that. Not block it, but you can like turn it off so you don't have to you don't have to see it. Also, I believe if you block the person or if you're no longer friends with the person and stuff like that, it wouldn't necessarily like show you or tell you. Also with trauma, I'm talking about blocking on Instagram. Now Facebook's doing it too. You can block that person's like that account and then all account that that person will ever make. Either with, I'm assuming with that like email address. So it's like there's but so many email address you can create, okay? So many. So you know. So it's like you dealt with some trauma, you grew, you moved on, and you processed, and you realize this person doesn't really care about you, doesn't love you the way that you. The love that you gave to them was not what they gave back, or the love that they was giving back was very traumatic and damaging and dangerous. Or while I was in a relationship, they did have like fake accounts of spy and stalk you. They might still be using that account without you realizing it, without you knowing that. But also with Facebook, you can block people from seeing certain things. You'd be like, you can post stuff and then be like, oh, everybody can see it except blah 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 kind of thing. I don't know about Twitter. X. I'm gonna be honest with that. I don't know. I don't really know. I was never really that type of person. I just more so go for the funnies and ha-has. Like, it's just, I get videos from there, like, kind of thing. That touch on the flashbacks and the memories. Well, Instagram doesn't really do memories. Oh, also on your phone? Or Snapchat. If you just delete the picture, it can't remind you. I'm gonna be honest with you. It can't remind you of something that's not there. So, yeah, you can do that too. And also, this person was intimidated and bothered by you because you probably had more money than they did, right? But they didn't want you to know that because they fake flexing. So they're gonna try to make it seem like they have more money than they do. With this worthiness and stuff like that, it could actually be money or just simply like self-worth. You had more than that, and that bothered them, which is why they try to come to you with this fake, foolish, unstable offer and cause a whole bunch of chaos and destruction in your life. Because hey, when you see something nice and you see something pretty, why not destroy it in a way? That's pretty much what they thought process. And then, yeah, we have blind and trap with awkward unknowns, vision problems, and trap with victim, allure, and trick. Oh, and then there's mad people that's trying to like copy other people's information, and people is like, or like take over like people's like Facebook, and like somebody try to scam me as like one of my childhood friends' grandmas. And then like some people actually do fall for the trick or like fall for this trap and stuff like that. I knew information that was just like, for one, I knew she couldn't sell that house. Like that, and she had to talk to like all her siblings, and it's mad of them. Like, sir, relax. And so it's like if you like, or like when people get catfish and stuff like that, if you really like pay attention and look into it, like it would kind of like, or if you watch catfish, you'll be able to like decipher like, yeah, nah, that's kind of weird, it's kind of suspicious. Can I remember one episode where this girl technically spoke to two different dudes and they don't sound alike. And I'm just like, you didn't realize that? Huh? Like, okay, when they wake up, yeah, their voice might be deep. When they tired, the voice might be deep. But this was like it was not the same in no way, shape, or form. And then the person that was doing it, she was like, it's not my fault that she didn't realize. And it's just like, yeah, like kind of thing. And sometimes it is actually the person. It's like, oh, that's great. But then sometimes it's not the person. It's just like, yeah, kind of thing. But also this person gonna be blind and pretend like they don't know what you talk about. They fake Instagram, what? Stalking you, watch you. I was like, what? They don't know what you're talking about. But they are aware that's what they're doing. But they gonna try to play dumb. Or act like they don't see anything and they don't know what you talk about, what they do. It's a trap. And then we have reservations with desire, worth, and extraordinary. Oh, they might probably gonna do that because they got some got some on reserve that they need to buy and they need your help. They need set it off, they need that money. Like they need Oh, and then we have apologies, guilt, confession, forgiveness. Told you, it's their conscience. But now they need your help and they need money. So now they want to come and apologize because they need to buy something real fast, real quick, and they know you can help them get that. See, strategy, planning, planning, prediction, mind reading. That's all telepath stuff. I can move this now. It doesn't bother me. And then the next card, homelessness, failure, castaway, poor. I'm sorry, that's funny. It's not funny. I understand this is your life and your situation, but it's the fact, like, the audacity. Like, they literally come in to apologize to pretty much get something and then leave. But that didn't sound like get that bread, get that head, and then leave. Literally, that's what they're trying to do. They didn't even want the head. They just want the bread and then leave. Like, they don't. That's crazy. But they're aware of how situations are awkward. But they're gonna try to play the whole victim thing. Like, they're the one that hurting them. Hurting them hurt you, okay? It didn't just hurt you. They was hurt as well, kind of thing. That's a poor excuse, and that's not gonna work. And then we have unknown with allure and castaway. But if you ask them, like, why they did it, like, they'd be like, I don't know why I did it. I just did it. Like, kind of thing. Exactly. Like, if hurting you hurt them, then why, like, you wouldn't just purposely hurt yourself, kind of thing. Unless, that's the whole thing with the whole self-worth and self-love and stuff like that. That can be intimidating to them. You cared for yourself in a way, like, a better way than they did. Like, we all know, like, if you're, like, a stove is on and stuff like that, you wouldn't touch the surface of the stove, or any way, shape, or form. Even if you just turned it off, you're still not gonna touch it, because you know it's hot. You might get burnt. This person, stove on, stove off, they don't care. They're gonna touch the stove and burn themselves or hurt themselves in some way, shape, or form, and they'd be like, feel sorry for me, and it's like, no. Like, no. And they'd be like, well, I don't know why, I just had that, like, intrusive, impulsiveness, they think about it, they do it, kind of thing, and it's like, yeah, no. You don't love yourself or care for yourself in no way, shape, or form. Because it's but so many times you will burn yourself to realize, maybe I shouldn't do that, kind of thing. Then we have vision problems with trick and vision. Yeah, they're gonna try to use some type of excuse to be like, oh, it's this is the problem, that's the problem, and it's not actually any problem, it's an excuse, and it's not gonna work in either way, shape, or form. Or it's an excuse that's not even accurate. And then we have desire, mind reading. So with the whole telepath thing, they just want to be in your head to be able to control you. And they can predict your actions and your movements, like I said. They've been watching you, stalking you like a prey. And they know what you value and with the whole worth and stuff like that. So they are using that to predict what to say and plan what to say to get back in your good graces for you to forgive them and accept their apology. But they're not actually sorry. Right? They just, with this whole moving in silence, they can't see you, they can't find you, they bothered by that, okay? And they're aware, like, yes, they set this trap for themselves, they did this to themselves. And, but, so what I was saying earlier, where, like, you can make your post where only certain people can see it. Now they feel cast away, but they're aware of, like, they're the ones that did that. They set a trap for you, but end up falling in that trap for themselves. They are aware. So now they're trying to, while they're stuck in that trap, they're not trying to, like, strategize a way to get out of that trap. But it's not working. I think they just fall further and further into that trap. So like I just said, like, if there is friends and stuff like that, you're no longer friends with those friends. Or, like, you no longer see anything in common with those friends. So you won't really have them on your social media, or you won't really talk to them or visit them and do stuff like that. So, like, if, let's say, like, the plan is, oh, invite her out, and then while y'all out, like, I just pop up and just be like, oh, like, surprise seeing you here, kind of thing. Like, that's not gonna work if you don't meet up with that person. You have no desire to meet up with that person. You don't have you don't want that person back in your life in any way, shape, or form. Just like you don't want like this other person back in your life. So it's like the whole new phase and stuff like that. You might be getting new friends, new associates, new acquaintances, and stuff like that in your life, or just realizing like the friendships that you had before wasn't actually friendships, and pretty much overcoming that and moving on and moving forward the best way that you can. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna start with the tarot. So this was the first part. So we have the Queen of Wands. It came out reversed, so I took a reverse. Normally the Queen of Wands have the cat in her card, but this being reversed is somebody that's very superficial, materialistic, and manipulative, and will use their looks and attractiveness to try to get their way and get what they want. And then we have the World. And then we have Death. That's funny how the song came on. Honestly. Again? Yeah, listen to that song, because we are. Then we have Seven of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles can talk about like an offer and stuff like that. Which, why I keep saying like this. Each time the Ace of Pentacles came out, I was like, it's supposed to be an offer about stability, but I don't think that it's actually like offer, like an actual offer that is stable that will lead to the Ten of Pentacles. And then with the Queen of, like, a book ending the Queen of Wands, it's a lie pretty much, because if you look behind him, there's a cloud, even though he's holding what's supposed to be the pentacle and stuff like that, but he's observing it, he's looking at it. Is that a heart? Or is it a rock? Either way, but he's looking at it and observing it. And then there's birds in the background. 2 sets of birds. So there's a message that's going out, but it's 2 different messages with the whole manipulation kind of thing. Or this person could just like say I'm sorry and stuff like that and call it a day. But like I'm sorry, hurting you also hurt me. I don't know why I did it. Man. Like all that just leaves for rooms to ask you more questions. Or for you to realize a lot of things. And with the World next, well, is the World and the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, something about like thievery, being indecisive, lies, slander, deception. It's a little bit kind of sort of like the Demon card. It ties to the Demon card a little bit. That cycle and that like situation is coming to a close, it's coming to an end. Right, because the World card talks about an ending, and then we have Death. So it's like that ends, something else is beginning. Something new is beginning, and stuff like that. Or it's going to begin. And then we have the King of Swords. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have Judgment. Oh my goodness, please don't go back. Please don't go back. Okay? Because it's supposed to be Judgment, then the World. Then we have the World and Judgment. Don't go back to this person. Okay? Don't undo all the work that you just did. Okay? Please don't. Make a decision and stick to it. Okay? Then we have the Five of Cups. And then we have Justice. Okay. Then we had 11 early with the Toll and label. Okay. Y'all supposed to separate and do like work on yourself. Okay? You don't have to be with this person. This person cannot fix you. They cannot heal you. They can't do anything. You cannot fix or heal that person. None of it. Okay? Separate. Separate. Don't go back together. Okay? Separate. Stay apart. Cool? Cool. Because that's what's supposed to happen. That's fair and that's just and that's balanced. That's how you bring your life back into balance. Okay? Cool. And right, like with the Seven of Pentacles, right now you might be very sad, melancholy, a little bit depressed, feel like there's no reason to celebrate, no reason to be happy, to get out of bed, stuff like that. But like over time, you keep, you plant your seeds, you keep tending to those seeds and stuff like that, something is gonna grow and stuff like that. Don't continue to be sad. Don't, because you're just gonna grow into like a depression and melancholy, and that's not okay. Like, but realizing, because it's 3 cups down, 2 cups still standing. Like, your actual, true love that you imagine for yourself, that you envision for yourself, is actually out there. They're not gonna use like little tricks and stuff to know you, pretend like they know you. They will literally sit down and take that time out to know you. Like I said before, like this person, while you're going through stuff and stuff like that, they will sit there. They won't say anything and stuff like that. While this other person over here, like your past person, probably be like, cheer up, you always so sad. It's not that bad. Cheer up and stuff like that. When literally, I don't know, like somebody could have, like, you probably was already down, and like everybody kept kicking you while you were down. You remember who gave you a hard time when you was down, and yet like this person was one of them. Your friends was one of them. So it's just like now you're pretty much immune to the fucking kicks. Okay. So now you're pretty much standing, and they still trying to kick you. You moving on and you moving forward, and now they. Remember that episode for SpongeBob? When was it Flander that he was like punching SpongeBob and stuff like that, and then SpongeBob was a sponge, so it wasn't really hurting him. And then so Flander like wore himself out, kind of thing, like punching SpongeBob, and it's basically that. They just wasted energy and time trying to bring you down, spying on you, sending you negative energy, sending people to watch you, sending people to like bother you, and just all of it does absolutely nothing to you. Because 1, you are aware of it, you know that they're doing it, and you know why they're doing it, which is 2, and you're protecting yourself from it. 3, and also it's not just you, spirit is also protecting you from it. Well, the ones that's heeding spirit advice. And that could also be like somebody from your past is trying to return. But that's, somebody that's dead and gone. And that's weird. Because everybody on here is skeletons. Right? And normally there's skeletons with a little bit of human people. Like, but all of them are skeletons. But on here, there's people. So they're pretty much dead inside and stuff like that. And they're trying to return and make it seem like, pretty much like a zombie. Like, oh, I'm alive. I'm okay. Or a vampire. Isn't this a vampire? It's probably like a vampire. But they cold. They're actually dead inside. Which is why they can't. Remember, like Twilight, but no, this is not Twilight. Okay, they're more so. They're not the Carlyles. They're more so the people. Remember that, like the vampires that the Carlyles killed. They're that in that baseball game. Them. They're them. You don't want that in your life. Okay. That's them. Like they're. I don't even remember their name, but I remember those vampires. Like they're those vampires. They're not like the Cullens, the Carlyles, whatever. Yeah, but you're now with the bookends with the Queen of Wands and the Justice card, because this person is materialistic and superficial and will manipulate you and or try to like use their good looks and stuff like that. But if you look at the Justice card, does it look like this person really cared for good looks and how things are like appear to be and stuff like that? No. So it's really trying to get to Drake is really trying to get to the nitty gritty kind of thing. So it's just like this whole manipulating and the lies kind of thing. He'll see through it. So you cut through it. And manipulation throws things out of balance and out of harmony regardless. And so in order to bring things into harmony, into balance, you have to realize that you are not actually happy here, except that you're not happy here, and that these 3 cups are actually down. Right? So you can close out that cycle, so you can turn around and realize that you still, like, all is not lost. You still have 2 cups standing and stuff like that, but you have to go find who that other cups belong to, kind of thing. Or just simply realize that you're the 2 of cups yourself. Like you can date yourself, you can know and learn yourself and kind of thing, and learn like boundaries and your triggers, certain traps that you might fall for, kind of thing, and you learn how to like overcome them and how to like turn things around. Then we have death and judgment. Like I said earlier, if you decide to walk out somebody's life, or somebody decide to walk out your life, let them. Okay, it's not walk out my life, come back in. No, we're not doing this shit. Okay, it's either you're dead or you're not. Which one? Figure it out. Okay, figure it out. Because with certain people, it's real life out of sight, out of mind. So it's like figure that shit out. Okay, because I will literally forget you exist. Like figure it out and stick to that decision. Because again, we have clouds. Like this person, every time I feel like they keep doing a fucking hokey pokey, and it's like, no, it's either you're in or you're out. Like you can't keep doing this whole revolving door kind of thing. That's not how it's working over here. And with the Seven of Swords, and it's like they will do that to buy time. So when they know that they cause some type of problem and a type of stress, that's right. But then they will leave, okay, and be like, oh, I have to go do this, I have to come back and stuff like that, but never come back, never check up on you, never like until shits get bad again and they need your help and they need your time and your potential or your attention and stuff like that. You're starting to realize that and see through it and cut that person off with the King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. You're realizing that this offer isn't solid, it is actually dirty, and they're not in a position to offer you anything. Or what they're giving to you is not even theirs to give. With the whole Instagram, there's a guy, he's Asian, right? But he did a video about the devil trying to tempt Jesus on like his 40-day fast, and he was like, did I interrupt your conversation with your dad, kind of thing? He was like, are you trying to tempt me with my own stuff? You thought I forgot that I made this, that kind of thing. So it's like there was a time where one person who was in power was trying to like dangle a carrot and pretty much try to say like, oh, we're trying to get you ready to be in like our position, so like you should answer the question honestly and truthfully. And it's just like, for one, I was already qualified for that position, so you cannot prepare me or groom me for that position if I'm already qualified. And then, so it's basically, if you wanted me to see your lying skills, it was terrible. It wasn't great. And so I was like, being deceptive and trying to lie and dangle carrots, pretty much trying to get your way and manipulate, is not going. Like, for some people it works, for some people it's not going to work. Some people is going to fall for the trick and like be like, oh well, I want to be in this position, I'm going to do it. But then you're never going to be in that position. The person not actually going to take you seriously. They did that so they can get the information that they wanted to get. And now for top and bottom, the whole compatibility over here, the Queen of Wands reversing the King of Swords, they won't get along. The King of Swords likes truth, rationality, things that are logical and make sense, okay, and honesty. Why would he be with somebody that manipulates? That makes no sense. That cycle is coming to a close. It probably took a while for it to get to a close, because the Seven of Pentacles is like the it's sometimes very underestimated, because like they always, which is it's like a frustrated worker and stuff like that. Certain people just expected you to like put all this work and effort in, and like you never like pay off and like anything, nothing ever comes from it and stuff like that. So you just keep working and working and working and then expecting something to change, and nothing changed. And, so this person just thought they could continue to manipulate and lie and nothing will come of it. Nobody will find out the truth, nothing. But like at some point in time, all that lies caught up to them. And yeah, because that's what in the Death card, that's the Crown talk about. It talk about like people of authority or like certain positions and stuff like that. And pretty much like being like abusing their power, pretty much they call judgment down upon themselves at that point in time. Also, didn't they keep coming out like no matter who you are, a prophet, a priest, whatever, if you like false preach in his name or like do negativity or whatever, like whatever thing that you have will be given to somebody else. But then so it's like that was like they just thought that they'd be like that would never happen to them, or like they like this whole judgment they could like either buy their way out of it or like it would just skip them. And that was a very deceptive and stupid lie that they have created for themselves, or they pretty much told people or like had people believe. And now the whole foundation or everything that they offer, everything that they trying to give to people, it's falling apart. And that's pretty much justice for all the falsehoods that they gave to other people. Not everything that they either get or touch is pretty much the same with things that they give. Because some of the times the Seven of Pentacles or the Seven of Coins could talk about like reap what you sow kind of thing. So if they give nothing but dirty offers and lies and manipulations at some point in time, they just gonna receive that back. And they could be mad, but it's just like, why? That kind of thing. And then we have the the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, and Adjustment. Pretty much connecting the top and the bottom. And then we have the King of Cups. Yeah. The King of Cups is not going to deal with that shit either. But that's why we have Adjustments here. Like, the King is not dealing with that shit. Then we have Judgment. And then we have the Two of Swords reverse. And then we have the King of Pentacles. See how it's a woman? See, didn't I say it earlier? I told you. Okay, so in the Lost Hollow, I know like normally adjustment is not like a regular major arcana, but in this tarot it is, right? So pretty much it's all about taking stock, karma decision, or like consequences, and a clear vision, things coming into balance, pretty much like justice card, and pretty much with the page, because it starts with it's the prince that keep bothering me. The Knight of Swords, right? Normally the Knight of Swords, he had the reputation of like being impulsive, but in this aspect where you used to be impulsive, now it's like you're, like I said with the King of Swords, you taking time out to decipher and like realize like the manipulation and the fog and stuff like that and the lies, and like pretty much educating yourself and becoming more independent and like standing on your own. Wherein, okay, if I can get the card up, right? You see like she is surrounded by like barbed wire and stuff like that. So then we have traps. So like with this person is trying to trap you and keep you stuck, you're now being able to, I would say, like, being able to move, and while you're able to move, things are falling apart because of what you're learning and what you're becoming aware of. So if this person trying to like do all this like sob story to try to get you back, you already know that it's a sob story and it makes absolutely no sense, and it's a lie, because the Knight of Swords also talks about like questioning and stuff like that. And again, like independence came up, and I was like I said with the cats, like the cats is supposed to represent like being independent. They're literally trying to like hinder your independence in every way, shape, or form. Like if it was money, they want you to be financially dependent on them, emotionally dependent on them, like financially, because for is finance, stability, foundation, and stuff like that. Your whole world was supposed to evolve around them and to be dependent on them. So if they leave, you will know what to do, or how to live, or how to survive. Which the song Britney Spears, I forgot which one. I think I have like two Britney Spears songs in there. I'm not sure, and I added more songs to her. It's just wait, "See Me Baby One More Time," I think, and that's what they pretty much wanted, for you to like keep allowing them to come back even though they was hurting you and stuff like that, or you wouldn't know what to do when they left and when they was gone. But the King of Cups is very loving, genuine, supportive, and compassionate, which is the sacred woman, right? And intuitive and open. He's also like diplomatic and stuff like that. He will hear you out and stuff like that. He's also very compassionate. Which is why like he probably was loving care, like probably felt like, oh, this person just need like love and care support. Nobody ever gave them like love and care support before, which is why they act the way that they did. But once they realized like, yeah, nah, this is not enough love and support in this world to get that person to stop acting the way that they act, they pretty much left and was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I have to love myself and care for myself, do what's best for me, and what's best for me is removing myself from this situation. And it was a video that I saw, and then she was like, I just graduated from anger management. I can't be in this environment. It is very unhealthy. Like that kind of thing. And you setting boundaries for yourself and realizing like certain things either is going to be very traumatic for you, or it's going to be like triggering to like for you, that is going to piss you off and that's going to get you upset, or people just going to be lashing out, and somehow you're going to get dragged into it as if it was your problem. And you just, either way, if you don't want no parts, you remove yourself from it. And then it's funny that we have judgment on top of judgment. But it's all about like life-changing experience, a major decision, and well, on this deck, a major decision and spiritual expansion. So realizing that everything is not just surface level. So where you just look at this person like outside and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, well, this person has money. Look at their shoes. Look at how they dress. They can get me their shoes. They can get me their dress. You forgot to look within that person. Look at that person's heart and or soul. That's why I keep saying that person is dead inside. They're cold. There's nothing there. Which is why before I said you can give them all the love and support in the world. They ain't gonna do shit to them. Might warm them up a little bit, but then they're gonna go right back down to like vampires. They just go right back down kind of thing. They always need to feed. Now the Two of Swords talks about a stagnation and a problem and a challenge. And let's see. Yeah, making hasty decisions, being indecisive, and lack of harmony, which will caused by this person and the deception and the lies, right? Because of the whole superficial, materialistic aspects of it, or well, their intentions are very superficial and materialistic, but even though that's not what they're trying to represent and portray, right? This hasty decision and stuff like that they're trying to make, thinking that it's going to work, with the King of Pentacles being here, book ending the adjustment, you're now in that position, and over, like I said before with the cat, where they thought like they was the cat and you was the mouse, you're now showing them that you're actually the cat and they're the mouse. So, but they were trying to pretend to be the wealthy man who's always been the wealthy man, and now you're realizing that and stepping into that power and removing like all the chains and barbed wire that they're trying to keep you stuck and trapped in. You're now like awakening to certain things and questioning certain things, and while you're doing that, it's like certain chains just start breaking, or links of chains just start breaking, and then you feel a lot freer. Because King of Pentacles outright talking about work ethic, patience, discipline, security, reliability, security, and support. So each and every one of these kings is not going to deal with that shit right there. Okay? It's not going to deal with that shit right there. And even though these two is lost, they're not really sure, because this is the lost house, they're not really sure what's going on in life, but they gonna figure that they moving on and figuring this shit out the best way they can. They still know that they're not gonna deal with that shit and put up with that shit, which is a whole life-changing decision. And it wasn't, but when this person probably hurt you in a haste and like didn't really think about it, and they probably hurt you and stuff like that, you are aware that this decision, because it's 9 of Swords with like now the 9 of Swords with the 5 of Cups, it kept you up that night. You thought about it for a while, but you now realize that you can't keep living this lie or this fantasy. Like, you have to like make a decision, because if you don't, it's going to continue to get worse and worse. Which is why justice, you free yourself from it, you separate yourself from it, and make adjustments. It's like, also, I think I said trust earlier, it's like Patrick popped in my head, like, he chose to trust you and stuff like that, but it was also your choice to like betray his trust, kind of thing. So, and now you're realizing, like, you treat everybody like fair and equal, like a decent human being and stuff like that, and there are some people that you probably are closer with and stuff like that, but you're not just close and up like with everybody and open with everybody. It's only like certain people, and it's like once they showed you like that you can be safe and open with them, then you do so. But also, if that was the case and then they showed like they were like you shouldn't do that and stuff like that, you don't tell them as much stuff as you probably did before, stuff like that. You keep them at a distance. It's like you treat people as like according to how they showed you or how they portrayed you to be and stuff like that. What popped in my head, it was a video that keep going around. It was like, oh, if you start talking to somebody or you're dating somebody, every time that they get like piss you off, like take a letter off their name. If their name is like erased, then they should be like erased from your life, pretty much. I don't know if you want to do that. I don't really care. But like that situation, like they're in your life, but slowly over time they just showed like they shouldn't be in your life and just became a lesson. And it could be like your favorite people, your favorite person and stuff like that, but over time you realize like why this person had to leave your life and couldn't be in your life, and why you had to make the decision to cut this person out of your life. Then we have path of least resistance with choose ease and grace. Oh yeah, they pretty much they want an easy life and being able to like live off of somebody else's money. You want a life that is easy, where somebody's not living off your money. It's equal give and take. Like, where if you can't provide and stuff like that, they're there to support you and got you and stuff like that. Versus where you can't provide, this person is trying to bring you down and make you feel bad about it and force you to do something that you either can't do or not you can't do at the time, or it was just never a thing that you wanted to do, like force you into doing things that you don't want to do. And then we have the 8, and we had 8 earlier with the worthiness. Then we have 8 again with 1 with self with blooming. Yeah, you're better off by yourself than with this person, because this person will most likely try to force you into doing things that you don't actually want to do, and to keep you stuck in these chains and lies and barbed wires with a whole bunch of manipulation and tactics that for one, they used all of these stuff before. They did all of this before. You're not the first one, the first notch on they built, okay? Like, kind of thing. Like, they are aware. Probably the first one to walk away. That's boy, did that hurt their ego. But like that's that's it. And then we have Master of Alchemy with Violet Flame Activation. And alchemy is supposed to be the magician. Yeah, so basically, with the 5, with the compatibility, you realize that you're not compatible with this person, and you turn this whole thing around and realize, like, alright, deuces, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head up. Kind of thing. And like I just said, Dave wasn't expecting that. And you started healing yourself, becoming one with yourself, dating yourself, knowing yourself, caring for yourself, loving yourself. There's no, like, all the ways that they used to, like, things that they used to see as weaknesses or flaws in the ways to get in, they can no longer use that to get in because you healed that, you fixed it, you moved on from it. Then we have mystical messages with follow the signs. Yeah, so like I was saying in the Ace of Pentacles, because as soon as I said like messages, I was like, I remember I said something about birds. In the Ace of Pentacles, like I said, there's multiple messages, and one makes no sense at all, but one is very clear and direct. The spirit keeps trying to tell you, leave this person alone. Love yourself. Date yourself, because this person don't love you and don't care for you. Which is like the whole follow the signs. The signs is not leading to this person. Hey, it's the whole choose with ease and grace. This is not ease and grace. Lies, deception, manipulation, that's not ease and grace. Right? And then we have the chosen one, fast track to ascension. Humans gotta do it for you. Don't do it for nobody else. And once you realize that you can't do it for nobody else, you have to do it for you, because nobody else is gonna do it for you, because it's your life. The love and care and support that you want, you have to give that to yourself, because nobody else is gonna give that to you. You literally have to be your biggest cheerleader and your biggest supporter, for you and your life, because nobody else is gonna do that kind of thing. Probably your grandparents, because they love you. But like that's the case. And but like all this pain and hurt and stress and anguish, Spirit's not picking that for you. You gotta realize that this you kind of thing. Now unless you out here breaking generational curses, that you're still choosing like the path of least resistance, because you're not choosing to stay in the same cycle of your family and repeat the cycles of your family and stuff like that. So you might get a little bit hurt. Okay. Mentally. And I get it, because boy, do them generational curses fight back. But it's just who? But the sign and the message is saying, like, you can do it, you can push through. There's a reason why you was chosen to do this and nobody else, because they can't turn it around and change it the way that you can. Because if they was able to, it would have changed already. Somebody would have done it, but nobody is doing this, which is why you have to do it, which is why you're here to do it, kind of thing. But once you realize that you do have a purpose and have a also, if you have a sibling, I don't know why that just popped in my head with this whole chosen one. I don't know what that purpose is. It could be something completely different. I don't fucking know. Okay, I don't care if you're the middle child, first child, oldest child, youngest child, and be like, why I gotta be the curse breaker when they have the other siblings. I don't care. Okay, I don't know how it works. Okay, I'm just telling you. If that is the case, okay, you're supposed to do something. Okay, and also got to realize nobody can actually help you, because they never actually had to break that or been faced with those situations, which is why you have to be a home for yourself rather than being a home for others. You can understand where other people are coming from, yes, but they can't understand more so where you're coming from. And it's the more you trust your intuition and trusting yourself and believing yourself, the more things start turning around and changing. And then we have free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for your love relationship to be successful. Yeah, we also gotta make some compromise. But there's compromise and then there's boundaries. Don't say you don't want to eat something and stuff like that because you don't like it. It doesn't fancy it. It doesn't matter who cooks it. You just don't like it. That and they just oh, you haven't had it for me. No, that right there. To me that's weird, because it's no, I don't like it. I literally just told you I don't like it. It doesn't matter who cook it. I ate it 3 different times. It doesn't matter where. I don't like it. That kind of thing. So it's literally walk away from those people and free yourself from those people. Or even the friend that is oh, just talk to him so he can leave me alone. No, you can block his number, get a new phone, kind of thing. Why are you still talking to him? Kind of thing. That just remove yourself. Then we have reach your goals. With everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. So one with yourself, everything that you're wishing for to have, you can love yourself, have a loving relationship with yourself, with the whole Two of Cups, like I said. And then that starts blooming and stuff like that. You start trusting yourself, realizing that, oh, I am worthy and deserving of love. You know, I may have flaws, but everybody has flaws, and that's fine, and that's okay. You know, that's what makes me human, and that's great from time to time. You know, and everybody's human. Well, some people are human, and no, some people are genius, some people are just, not the brightest, and then everybody else. But we are human at the end of the day, right? And we all have dreams and goals that we're just trying to work towards. Nobody knows or has the rules to this, this thing called life. We all just try to figure life out the best way we can. But yeah, like nobody has the key to success. Like it might work, it might not work. It all fucking depends, okay? Then we have open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a loving relationship. Oh, so like I said, you are walking away from friends. That's fine, that's okay, because you're about to get some new ones and better ones. Then we have let go of your needs to control. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Don't stress about it. Don't try to control it. Don't nitpick it. Just. But the King of Swords and the judge and Justice being here, what do a judge normally do? He just sits there and listen, right? So just sit and listen. They won't tell you who they. Well, for one, they might still tell you what they want, kind of thing. Be like, oh, I want this, this, and the third. Okay, why? Because blah 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 blah. And then if you keep having more questions and more questions because you're something's being left out, that's clearly a sign hey, is it really worth it? Do we really want to be here? It's you trying to get keep asking questions to pull the actual whole thing out this person. That's a form of control. Just let it go. This person's not going to tell you the truth, because if they know they tell you the truth, you're not going to do what they want you to do, which is why they're going to lie and manipulate and gaslight. And then we have overthinking. Playing negative situations in your head is creating issues which aren't really there. Which then you will overlook things that are actually there. Right. Because this person, right, in the Seven of Swords, it's very clear that something's being left out here, right? You see there's two swords in the back, right? Swords is supposed to, you can see it as an Ace of Swords and another sword, but either way, the truth is being left out. So you're getting a little bit of the truth, so it's a lie of omission. So, but if you stay in a natural and neutral position and just fucking listen to everything that they're saying, you'll be able to put two and two together yourself without them telling you the whole story. Which is the whole kind of sort of predicting kind of thing. So, more so as a counter, more rather than predicting. If you already know that this person is going to lie to you and is a liar. I remember I keep saying this person lies to themselves, so of course they're going to lie to you. You just got to keep that in mind. Then we have deception. Oh wow, deception. Somebody's wearing a mask in this relationship. Yeah, they lie to you, so of course they're gonna lie to themselves. But the whole rainbow and stuff like that. This rainbow person, rainbow's supposed to be happy and stuff like that. But when do the rainbow comes? After something devastating and stuff like that. So it's every time they bring you down and stuff like that, destroy your situation, destroy your surroundings, cause a whole bunch of problems and burdens and stress onto you and stuff like that. But dress themselves up as this ray of fucking sunshine, which is a lie. They're not a ray of sunshine. Then we have new love. A new chapter begins, whether it is with a new person or in a current relationship. Clearly it's with a new partner. If you said free yourself, please let's not do this. Please, I even asked you not to go back to that person. Let's continue moving forward, okay? Because that old person is wearing a mask, the whole fake flexing, okay? Cool. Then we have yin and yang. Like yin and yang symbol, twin flames contend an aspect of each other, characters within themselves, which is why it's important for you to know who you are and know yourself. Know what you like, know what you don't like, know your triggers, know what makes you fun, what makes you laugh, all that stuff. Because this person more so just knows what makes you angry or emotionally unstable, because that's how they get their way. But anything else and everything else, like your characteristics and stuff like that, the person don't know shit about. Then we have telepath, where close soul connections are harmonious and, don't I say that word, connecting moments of telepath. Telepath, whatever. Close. So if you're close with this person and stuff like that, which is why, what I said before earlier with the karmic contract and stuff like that, once that's up and once it's over, you can no longer be telepathic connected with this person, and it wasn't. Yeah, actually wasn't actually like doing telepathy or anything like that. You never actually had that. It just made it seem like it was. It just mimicked it because this person, for one, was able to know what you was thinking because they pretty much studied you. Also, like, I was like, oh, studying doesn't make you smart kind of thing. Like, I understand, like, you gain knowledge and you will learn stuff like that. But if this person just pretty much studied all the answers. So it's like, this person would more so know, like, number 1 is B, number 2 is C, number 3 is D, and like that kind of thing. But if you move the questions around, do you think that person know, like, oh, now number 25 is D? No, they don't. Whatsoever. At all. They just studied the answers, not studied everything. While your actual yang, they won't have to. I won't say they don't have to study you, but like they understand certain aspects and stuff like that because it's literally said they have the either similar aspects or like y'all very compatible in a certain way. Then we have admire, but it is time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. With that, because admiring somebody is a type of love, but then it just turns to infatuation, or like this person intrigued you. It's not an actual relationship. You don't actually love this person. You more so respect them, but you don't actually like, you care for them kind of thing, but there's no actual like love. Then we have signs. Watch out for the signs leading you to your true love. Yep. And then we have embrace. With embrace what destiny has in store for you. And don't let nobody sabotage it. These past people. Okay? So then we have we are better apart. Sometimes sometimes though people may like each other, they work better just as friends. Some don't even work then. Reevaluate this connection and decide whether you are better together or separated. It literally said free yourself. Told you this person manipulates and lies, and we have justice here. We also have death. Okay? Like and we also have one with yourself. It's giving you're breaking up with this person. Stay away from this person. Stay in separation. Y'all don't need to come together. Y'all are better apart. Okay? Great. Then we have the world stops when I'm in your arms. Didn't I say that earlier? Yeah, they wanted them to be you to be. Okay, your whole world revolved around them because your whole world kind of sort of revolved around their whole world kind of sort of revolved around you, what you're doing, who you talking to, where you going, how much time you spending there, what you eating, kind of. You see, yeah. So we have being with you brings someone immense joy. None of their problems matter. None of the noise in the world can affect them as long as they get to be held by you. So they like the attention and affection and the care and the support that you give them, but they are aware that they're not giving that back. Or if they do give that back, it's just like, it doesn't do anything. Like the bare fucking minimum, if that kind of thing. Then we have, it's too much work. This connections require way more effort than it is worth. It seems you're working towards different outcomes and not on the same page. Rather, changing course to simply simplify or give up the. It literally just stops at that. Give up the. The whole with the deception, the fake flexing. So somebody's more so with the King of Pentacles, more so working trying to have a family, right? And where y'all see eye to eye, y'all want the same thing, and this person's gonna pretend like they want that, and they want a relationship, they want a commitment, they want a family, and they don't. Voice just cracked. They don't. And then we have your love feeds my soul. You light up their life. The mere idea that you might love them lift their spirits and brighten their moments. Being loved by you is a gift. Didn't I say that earlier? Like being around you, and I was like, it's a blessing. Like kind of thing I'd never say. But like, yeah, this person. But then they did all. This person. Okay. Then we have. They know it, and they want nothing more than to return to your favor return the favor tenfold. But that's technically a lie with this whole deception. Even if they try to return it, they know that they're not in the predicament to return it, or they can't get, or it's not stable or solid, or they can't give it to you for like a long period of time, stuff like that. It's like, let's say that you could give some, like, you can love them till 20, no, 35 is kind of close. 2050, okay? This person can love you to like an hour from now, kind of thing, and then they need to like refuel for like a couple of days, you know, a couple of months, and then come back and give you like another hour, and then again gotta recharge. You see, like, but yours is just like your recharge or your recoil time is less than theirs. Then we have I don't like you, or that can just simply be the problem. Okay. Then we have there's a strong animosity in this connection. Any warmth has grown cold. Watch your back because someone out there really doesn't like you. And then we have the threat and intimidation. Like, yeah, that's why you're just better off apart. Then we have I have moved on. They have found someone else, and there's no chance of rekindling this relationship. The best thing for you to do is to move on too. But with this freeing yourself and moving on, and you're better apart, and they don't like you. Somebody don't like somebody, okay? And also this intimidation, they respect you, but they hate the fact that they respect you. So just walk away, baby. Just walk away. Because I think I said that earlier, but I was like, I don't think people give, like, letting you realize, like, the effect that you have on that. Like, it's a positive effect. Like, there's no negative, like, there's not much negativity that they can say about you or say about your character. And if there is anything negative, then it's like, certain people just be like, okay, but what did you do? Kind of thing. Like somebody will literally be like, okay, and you did? Like what happened before that? To, like, because that's not normally how you are. Like, you are this loving, caring, kind, nurturing person, wearing your heart on your sleeve, and kind of like, stuff like that. So it's like, for you to pretty much, I won't say go cold, but like, have to put somebody in their place. You put somebody in their place lovingly, okay? You put somebody in their respectfully, disrespectfully, you put somebody in their place. And where they more so was just negative and like trying to like bring you down and belittle you and stuff like that, and try to like disrespect you, you respectfully decline that disrespect, like, kind of thing, and you put them in their place at the same time, and they just like, well, back to the drawing board with this, and it's like, they can't. It's because they don't fucking like you, because you love yourself, you care for yourself, and the things that you provide for yourself, or the things that you could provide for yourself that you give to other people, they intimidated by that, and they don't really like that you can give that to others, which is why they know that you can give that to yourself. And then the dreams and the goals and the aspirations that you have for yourself is way bigger than what this person would ever dreamed or imagined for their own self or stuff like that. They didn't know certain things was a thing until of you, that you was around and you said it or you mentioned it. And but there's a whole, like, they admire, but they actually do love being around you. They actually love and care and respect you. But they will never admit that to you or to other people. So, which is the whole facade. Which is why they try to sabotage you and bring you down. And with a whole bunch of lies, manipulation, and they lie and manipulate to other people as well. So just free yourself. Then we have my own energy as the mindful message with, I love being there for my friends and my family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energies or mood affect my own. I help a friend in a hole, but I do not jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out a hand, and it is up to them to do the rest. Yep. Oh, I don't think I posted that video, but it was one video or one card that I have that I'm just trying to help you, help yourself, help the world. Like that, that was my saying from middle school. Like, because I don't really care. It doesn't affect me in no way, shape, or form. This is your life, okay? I provided you the help, and then like the advice that you need. If you was you needed a hand, there's a hand. It's up to you to take it. If you don't want to take, I'm not going to say it. Take my hand. Come on, I'm not doing that. Like, if you're down, I literally do this. There's only but so much. There's nothing for me to say. It's either you take it or you don't take it. And it's just like, okay. And then if I go about my business, you can't blame. No one was there to help me and support me. That's a lie. There was people there to help you and support you. You didn't want their help and support, so they left. Choose your words wisely, like, kind of thing. Because that's the whole blind. Like, you decided not to see that person hand because that's not the person you wanted to help you. Okay, fine. That person that you wanted to help you was never coming to help you in no way, shape, or form. So now you stuck there, and that person came. The person that you actually wanted to help you came and kicked you while you was down. Because that's what they continue to do. Right. Then we have hold lightly with I take the things and the people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight, so that when the time has come to let go, they may go smoothly, which is death card. And this doesn't mean I love them any less, but that I am open to the change in life. Yeah, you continue to work on this and put in work and effort into something that's already been over. That's controlling the situation. And you can't control the outcome. The outcome it is they don't want what you want. It is point blank period. You can't change their mind. You're not going to convince them. You can't tempt them. It is what it is. They don't want what you want. They don't even like you. And then we have release anger. Anger is neutral emotion. Anger is a neutral emotion, but I recognize that holding on to it can be toxic for me. I look at the person who has caused me pain and see them as a human being as they are. I release angers I feel and freeing myself and expanding to love. Pretty much they are who they are, you are who you are. You learn from the situation, so you grow and evolved and you changed. They haven't learned from the situation, so they are the same. Also, with the trauma being here and this haunted, they pretty much just stuck in that time period and just reliving that over and over in there. And just mentally and physically and emotionally stunted. Well, not physically, but emotionally stunted at that age. Then we have inspiration board. If I am ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating a vision board to place in my house to fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that brings me inspiration and joy. Right, there we have the Five of Pentacles with the forbearing God with patience, revealing secrets of nature, and spreading knowledge and industry. Which is why earlier I talked about the Moon card. There is some secrets, something was hidden, but some of the secrets, I know it's the moon, but it's the full moon, which is talking about like illumination kind of thing. I know it's not the sun, but like the secrets are still being illuminated. And also with the World card, coming to a full cycle, coming to an end, you either finding out all the secrets or like everything that you didn't know. Now you kind of sort of like realizing that there's a lot to this person that you didn't know and you don't really care to know, so which is why I just go best to go on your merry way. Because the Five of Pentacles, it's also about being led astray, but also like being left out in the cold. And we had Castaway earlier. Like this person literally, you either was in their life, they voted you off the island kind of thing, or like voted you off the island, not expecting you to survive or like thrive in no way, shape, or form. And now that you are, they're trying to return and ask for help because you're not struggling as they expected you to struggle, or that they thought you was going to struggle kind of thing. So yeah, they underestimated you and kicked you while you was down, casted you to the wolves, and threw you on the bus. They lied, slandered, did everything. But yet, they can't get out of bed without you. The thought of you literally keeps them, like, there's a reason why they keep going. Will they admit that? No. They have the Emperor with like unto God with political authority, given safe travels and protection against conspiracy. Yeah. Person did it for like political reasons. No, like you ever watch like challenge shows? Like The Challenge, or I don't watch Love Island. I watched The Challenge though. Where like it's just politics and stuff like that. Like, oh, I'm gonna befriend this person and get close to this person because of this and this and that. Like, it's all politics. That's literally what it is. They thought the grass was greener somewhere else, but not realizing like they was lying and swindling somebody else, and they got lied and swindled by the exact same person. They got swindled and lied to by the opposite sex of themselves. Oh, but if they like poly, it didn't even have to be the opposite sex. It could literally just be the same sex. And they got lied and swindled just the same way they lied and swindled somebody else. So the trap that they was trying to set for you, somebody was setting it for themselves. So not only did they fall in their own trap, they fell in the other person's trap as well. Then we have the Four of Cups with God deflecting evil with healing capacity and protection from weapons and safe in travels. Oh yeah, so you freeing yourself and you moving on, you moving forward, and you healing from this and everything that they trying to like. If they try to come to you, send you negativity and stuff like that, it doesn't bother you in no way, shape, or form, or hinder. Like, it doesn't really affect you with this whole giving safe travel and safe in travel. Like, you're moving on to common waters, and you move like the whole grace and ease and stuff like that with no problem. And then we have the Queen of Swords with God, the hope of heaven. Well, the God hope of all earth. There we go. With ritual ceremony and can acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. Oh, didn't I say before the magician with the alchemist? Yeah, his whole thing is so as above, so below. Which is why I said choose the path of least resistance. The path is always open and there for you. But all this stress and problems and anguish, that's you pretty much created that for yourself, which is why you are getting hurt and getting stuck. Unless, like I said, curse breaker. But some people know, if you know, you know. But if you're not, you're not. It's just you making bad decisions and you hurting yourself. Cause I be like, or no, some people are like, how am I supposed to know I'm a curse breaker? Okay, fine. If everybody in your family and your like, it doesn't matter like your mother or your father's side, if there's like a certain pattern that keeps happening in generation and generation, like your parents do it, their parents do it, their like kind of thing. Do you do it? No. Curse breaker, generational breaker. Now, if you're not aware of any fucking pattern, not talking to you. Like, that's sorry, but like not talk, like kind of thing. Like, it clearly wasn't for you. And that could be like the curse breakers, the whole anger. That's why you could be angry if you start healing your inner child and like your teenage kind of thing, and they just like angry all the time. That's why they're angry, because they have to protect themselves and care for themselves and care for others and do things that nobody really like did or cared for them, and like so it's like unfair treatment kind of thing. But you are realizing like it like you have to do it for yourself. Because if nobody do it, like if you don't do it, who's going to? And then again, it's a generational curse. If you're supposed to break it and you have a kid, your kid gonna go through the exact same thing that you went through. You want that for your kid? No? Okay, cool. Okay? Tell your teenage that. Like kind of thing. Or if you or the type of like, I don't want to have kids. I don't really care. Okay, fine. You're still hindering your life and still fucking up your life regardless. If you have kids or not. So you just gotta find whichever way that actually like keep you inspired and keep you motivated to continue like overcoming these challenges and these obstacles. Because at the end of the day, once it's broken, it's not like it's gonna start back again. It can't. Either way, you can break it again. So it's just like it's whatever. And also, you're breaking it. People around you see how you break it and gain the knowledge and the inspiration to also like do the exact same thing. So regardless, like I just said, it's not gonna start back up again. Or if it does, it's because somebody like pretended like, I don't know what that was talking about, like kind of thing when they did. And then we have the Ten of Swords with the Marvelous God with reevaluations, protection from sadness, and giving reevaluation in dreams. So, oh yeah, your subconscious pick up on stuff that you don't really pick up on the day to day, which is why they give you reevaluation in dreams. But I know not everybody remember their dreams, but like there could be like certain parts of your dream that you remember. And if you're patient enough and give yourself time enough, your brain will like recall and remember it. But don't just take it like your dream at like face value. You have to like decide, like find the symbolisms and what it means and stuff like that. Don't get like lost and trapped in it and think like all dreams have a meaning to it, because some of them just really fucking don't. Being able to like figure out the like this between the two. But with the revealing messages and protection from sadness, that's why Spirit's trying to save you the information and the knowledge with this spreading knowledge and in industry to help you reevaluate this, to help you free yourself, to help you close out this cycle and you move on and move forward. So things can be in balance and things can be in harmony, because this person pretty much threw things out of balance and out of harmony for tactics and politics, material and superficial gains. And yeah, literally just for treasures. And if you do heal people and stuff like that, have actually healing abilities, like you literally, like, if you know, okay, they're aware of that, and they're aware that Spirit gave that gift to you, which is like the heavens and stuff like that, they are aware of that, but then they also want, which is why they're trying to keep you around, but then still want materialistic stuff, but then don't want to be with you. So it's just like, you get it? Cool, because it's through, yeah, it's weird. So it's like, this person will try to have like their cake and eat it too, but that's not the actual saying. The saying is he wants Ethel and Edith too. So you see, two people. Yeah, that's what that is all about. And now you're realizing that with the safe travel with ritual and ceremonies, like this person do it all the time. It's literally become it's a pattern at this point in time. You can pretty much predict it. You'd be like, oh, this person's about to come in, like, oh, that kind of thing. And you know, this video is like, oh, why when your life gets good or you're like about to meet a new person, now like people from your past coming back, like, yeah, to sabotage it, to throw a monkey wrench in it, but you pretty much heal from it, so it's like it really doesn't do anything. So they pretty much just come to show their face, and it does nothing to you. You don't react in no way, shape, or form. It doesn't bother you. You don't really care. Then we have the angel of knowledge, because knowledge is power. And then we have the angel of relation. These all came out together, right? So we have the angel of relationship, the angel of career, the angel of white light, which is healing, and the angel of fertility, and the balanced chakra, or chakra balance angel. Yeah, so they throw you out of balance, out of whack with yourself. And now, now coming back into balance, you're realizing everybody. Like, you're like, I won't say you're analyzing everybody, but stuff like that. But, like, if this person's out and then people are trying to, like, continue to pull you around to that person, it's like, yeah, no, you're out too. Because if I don't want to be around that person, and if I'm around you, I have to be around that person, you can go too. Like, kind of thing. And, with the fertility and the career angels, like I said, with the sacred woman, it's kind of sort of close to like the empress. So you have a lot of opportunities that are coming to you, or that presents itself to you, and people see that, like, could be friends or like your actual partner. They see that and they're intimidated and bothered by it because they don't have those abilities, like those opportunities to make that. Like, I know before I said this person want to make more money than you, but yet somehow that intimidates them, and that makes them feel inferior, and it's just like, huh? Like, kind of like, is this why they don't think it through? It's stupid. Like, you know the movie like Think Like a Man, and then like Taraji was like, oh, because she makes this amount of money, like men are intimidated by her. So this person will literally look for that type of person and then be intimidated by you and try to bring you down to their level and stuff like that, as if you're on that, like you on their level, when knowing that you're not. So then it's like, why look for something out of your pay grade and then be intimidated and inferior that is out of your pay grade, when that's what you purposely look for? So it's like they want somebody to settle, but not actually try to bring that person up to their level. They find being down here and using your money. That's the problem. Then we have divine timing. So with your actual new relationship and stuff like that, once you like become one with yourself and know who you are and stuff like that, then you'll be able to figure out this whole other person and pick up on this other person. That's the new love is divine timing. This other one, that wasn't divine timing. That's just, the timing was not wrong in no way, shape, or form. The timing was fine. It's just this person, y'all wasn't compatible. Y'all wasn't supposed to be together. Yeah, but somehow some people kept going back together, and it's like, stop that shit. Separate. Stay away. Thank you. That kind of thing. But yeah, because with the angel of knowledge and divine timing, realizing that spirit will give you what you can handle when you can handle it. So if they gave it to you at that time, the time was right. The timing was wrong. That's not actual. Spirit will give you something in the time that it needs to be given to you. So that saying is stupid. Like, throw it out the window. But yeah, that's all that I see for this reading. If you feel like this, I wasn't gonna say like blah blah blah, but if you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.